Alright, 3rd and 4th graders, this week we are drawing a gumball machine. We want to try our best to make it look three-dimensional. So we are going to be using lines to look like forms such as cylinders, spheres, and then we're going to add some shadow and some shading on this also. We are going to start with our paper shower, so we want it up and down, tall up and down. We're going to start with a big circle in the center. From that big circle, we're going to come in more. We don't want our lines out here. We're going to come in a little bit, and we're going to draw a slight diagonal line. It's almost straight up and down vertical, but it's just slightly diagonal. One on this side, one on this side. Now to make this look three-dimensional, we do not want to draw a straight line right across the bottom. We want to curve this line down here like the curve of our circle up here. So to connect these lines, we're going to curve on the bottom. We're going to start adding some detail to our gumball machine. So we're going to draw another curved line here towards the top. We are going to draw an oval down here for where your gumball is going to come out. Now this part, we're going to start about where the top of that oval is, but on the side we're going to come over, and then it's like we're going to trace around that oval. So we're going to go down and around, back up, and then connect to the other side like this. We're going to take this shape here and bump it up here also. So I'm going to come, I'm not starting right on the edge, so I'm starting a little in. What you can do is you can start with a U shape in the middle. You can come out on each side, down, straight across, and back up, just like this. Now we are going to add all of our gumballs. So you do not want to draw really tiny circles that are going to look like jelly beans. You want, or M&Ms, you want them to be nice big circles. So think about the size of a real gumball. That's about how big your circles are going to be. And put them side by side. You really shouldn't have any space in between. Otherwise the gumballs in here would be floating. They should all be touching each other, stacked one on top of the other. Some of them might be overlapping a little bit, hiding in the background. You want to try and make sure that they're all about the same size. And then you can decide how full your gumball machine is. If you want to go all the way to the top, if you only want to go halfway, that's fine. Just try and put more than 3 gumballs in there. Alright, when you're done filling it with gumballs, we're going to add our background. So you want to draw your horizon line, connect it on the other side, and then we're going to add a little shadow here. And your shadow is just going to pop out and back in. And then you can lightly shade it if you just want to draw like some lines that are pretty close together. You can do that. Just make sure you stay inside of those lines and color it in all the way to make it look more realistic. Alright, so now you can add some other details. You can write how much your gumballs cost in this little area. If it's 25 cents, you can write 25 cents. If it's more than that, if you want it to be $25, that's fine too. You decide, you're the artist. I'm just going to make mine 25 cents. And then you can start to add color. Usually it is red here, but you can decide what color you want your shadow. I'm just going to touch on this quick. Otherwise, you can color the rest of it however you want with color pencil, marker, crayon, oil pastels if you want, or you can even do watercolor if you have that around. Also, just I would suggest outlining your lines with crayon or oil pastel before using the watercolor, just to keep it a little neater. Whatever color you decide to do your table or your floor, wherever this is sitting, what you'll want to do, you will color your background the one color, but then also take that color and put it inside of your shadow right over the top of that. Shadows aren't black. They're just a darker shade of what color your table is. So that'll just make that a darker brown color. If you are wanting to make this look three-dimensional, what you can do is, say your Gumball machine is red, so you color it all red. I'm just going to do it very quickly, so you don't have to sit here and watch me color. But you would color all of it red, but then if you wanted to have a little bit of that shadow on the side to make it look a little more three-dimensional, it's kind of the same as what we did with our snowman earlier in the year. So what you could do is you could take a little black there on the edge, very lightly shade it to make it look a little bit darker, or you could take like a purple, which is a little bit darker too, but you can just put it right there on the edge, and that'll make it look a little more three-dimensional. So whatever color you decide to do here, if it's silver, you could add a little black there. Also, on your gumballs, say you have a yellow gumball, you can color it yellow. To add a little shadow on that, maybe you take a little bit of an orange and kind of go on the edge of it, and that'll make it look like a little bit of a shadow.